Hey guys, welcome back to the next part of our series. Today we're going to continue with the final attack, so let's go. This is where we left off. As I mentioned in the past video, we're going to fix the little slide right here. I'm not super, I don't love it to be honest. So I'm going to select all of the elements, and if I need to delete a couple of keyframes, that's fine. So for instance, I really like this pose. I know it's very extreme, but it looks cool. It doesn't look like super broken or anything, so I think we're in a good position there. And then this one right there, it's the same, so I'm just gonna delete it for all of them. So all of these poses. Let's again focus only on the area that we're working, which is this one. Yeah, so you can see it's there. The problem is there's something there that's not working. So it was probably the snap that created that issue. So you can see this is frame 146 and then this frame right here. So I'm just gonna snap it to frame 147. So all of this, or we can just delete it. That's another option. Let's just delete that keyframe, 147 keyframe, that one. See how it's 146.88 or something. That's horrible. That's fine. And then this guy's right here. There we go. So yeah, that was causing one of the issues there. So this is the elbow. Let's bring it back. And again, so we have this very nice pull. That's good. And then for the slide, very important. Let's keep this okay, so for the slide, if we wanna really like move the character into a slide, I think we need to like move him back here so that all of his weight is on the back leg. So we go here, and now we go forward, and that's just a slide. We're just gonna slide the character through that one, which is fine. In video games, slides happen all the time, and as long as it looks cool, we're fine. It's not something that's very easy to do on the real life, but as you can see, it works perfectly fine for this sort of animation. Now let's take a look at the elbow, because the elbow is doing some crazy stuff here. So for instance, this frame right here, I mean, this sort of the in-betweens. If we start pushing the arm out a little bit more, that's gonna fix some of the in-between. So see how here the elbow should be out here, and as we move back, the elbow should move back. That's fine. Here's the kind of things that I've mentioned, like never go full IK. Never go full IK. Let's try to keep them as clean as possible. There we go. So again, don't go full IK. It's the elbow. The elbow is the one that's doing crazy stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And then over here we got the elbow properly placed. And then back. Okay, that looks way better. Let's take a look at the other hand, because that one's also doing some crazy stuff. So we land here, which is pretty cool. I mean, we can even land with the other hand. I think it might not be a bad idea. Let's go on the landing. Yeah, because otherwise it looks kind of weird. So let's use the clavicles again to push the arm down. And let's land with the arm as well. Again, very monkey-like. And then we just go back like here. I'm just gonna copy this animation here, and now the full body is gonna land there. And as you can see, we're getting this weird stuff here. Let's just keep it linear. So again, I'm just gonna grab whatever's happening here, and I'm just gonna keep it flat so that the arm really doesn't move as much. It's moving a little bit there. Let's help it by just moving it into position and keeping it there. So now the arm falls. Now he pushes. So I would expect the arm in this position to still be like all the way down here, like closer to the ground. I would even argue about like keeping the arm like on the ground, like sliding the hand through the ground. I think it would be a good idea. So I'm gonna keep the hand like kind of like dragging the hand on the ground, and then you bring it up, Let's keep it close to the character. You can kind of like using it as an indicator of the squash, and then stretch. And we could even go like this again to push the pose into a nicer approach. Boom. And then here, very carefully, it's a weird transition, so let's just help it. I still feel like a weird transition, so let's just bring it down. Keep it low, a couple of extra poses there. There we go. Now we can add a little bit of overlap, and it's going to be very simple because this is a very complex animation. There's a lot of things going on, so the main thing that I want to make sure is that it looks like a very nice overlap effect. And since we have a very dynamic animation, overlap is only going to make it look a little bit better in certain areas. So for instance, at the end here, well, this thing is doing some crazy stuff. I'm not sure if it's the Euler filter. We can try. Let me grab this, and let's give it a curves Euler filter. Let's see if that fixes it. No, it's not the Euler filter. It's just the poses. It looks very weird. So for instance, here, what's the pose? Here, I'll keep the hand low. It's the pose, and it's probably the elbow as well. Oh, where's the elbow? There we go. Let's bring the elbow right here. So we go from here to here. And like this pose, like that pose right there, like this in between, it's very weird, right? So let's just like bring it here. All right, so weird pose there. Let's Euler filter this again. So our curves, Euler filter, to try and fix the rotations there. This is a very weird pose. Let's just keep it close to the character. Close to the character. And then I'll still keep it close to the character, to be honest. I think it will look a little bit better. And then we just keep pushing. Now here, let's keep it like this. There we go. So now what we can do is we can just grab this guy and this guy, for instance, and then here in the last frame, let's just give it like a couple of frames of overlap so that we end there. And oh, what's going on there? We don't have any more animation, so let's just grabbing all of this and one more frame. Oh, that's very weird. Did we get rid of the cool like pose that we have? Oh yeah, so we lost the pose. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna grab this pose right here with all the elements. It seems like we animated twice again here. Let's just delete this. It's just the garbage right now. Just move here, S to everything. We grab this guy. He's gonna go back. He's gonna come forward like this. And the sword is really heavy, so he's probably gonna like drop it a little bit into the ground. Like this. I'm gonna grab this. Let's keep the elbow back here. And then this hand. I want this hand to be like floating right around here. Let's just keep the face looking forward. So there we go. And here's where we can do the transition. We can grab like all of these guys and the hands. Just grab this thing and just give it a couple of extra frames. Really one more. So now the whole thing falls here, and a couple of frames later the arms. And there we go. Let's take a look at the whole thing. The whole thing. So breathe, preparation, jump, slash, and there we go. He looks very, I don't know, like an undead kind of thing, like very, again, very primitive, like super raw energy, just like moving forward. I like it. I like it. I haven't done animation like this one before. So going into like this crazy stance, I think it's fun. Now let's just take a look at the knees. There's a couple of, there's just one frame here on the slide where the knee, like this frame right there, the knee is broken. So let's just fix it. It's just this one. Oh, stop it. Here. So let's just grab the knee. I believe it's this one. So here on this frame, let's align the knee to the foot. And then on this frame, let's align the knee to the foot as well. And that should already fix it. If it doesn't, we can always go to the in-betweens and just push it to where it's supposed to be. There we go. So now we get that. Let's take a look at the other knee, which we also get like it gets completely broken there. Haven't noticed. So where's the knee here? Let's move it forward. I mean, it's fine that he lands like this, but then like here we definitely need to bring it down or back to where the foot is. Actually no, it should land like this, facing forward. There we go. It's a very unbalanced pose, but it looks cool, so we're gonna keep it for now. There we go. What do you guys think? It's been a little bit over an hour working on this animation. Again, as I mentioned in the last video, we can continue polishing and moving these things around. I would definitely take a break and then come back a couple of hours later or work on something else in the meantime and then come back, because sometimes when you're working on something for so long, you start ignoring things that are pretty obvious, and when you're freshly rested, it's a little bit easier to notice this kind of things. So for now, I think we're in a very good position. I would just do like a render here to make sure that this looks as nice as possible. I don't like that little snap there, but that's fine. And yeah, like I would probably do the infinite background. You're probably seeing the animation on the intro video or on the thumbnails. So yeah, this is what we're working with. So if you want to, you can also animate the camera, like add a little bit of motion where it hits. In this case, since this is a more for like a full body animation, I think it would be better to just keep it like this so that people can appreciate the whole character, right? The whole movement. So that's it for this video, guys. This finishes our module 5. Now we're just going to have some short videos on module 6 where I'm going to be talking about certain animations that we can do without actually keyframing. We're going to see just a little bit of an introduction to dynamics and simulation. So hang on tight, and I'll see you back on the next one. Bye-bye.